Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2 Island Mode, where in the last episodes we've been acting like there aren't islands by building railway lines across where we have land, with little bridges where we have water, but generally that hasn't been an issue for us. But in today's episode I want to go back to the sea, which we're going to be built on, and we're going to be based on, because here's the thing: if we want to get a train from here to here, that's going to be quite expensive, quite impractical, let's just not bother. And let's instead, I'm going to start off straight into the action by building a ferry dock around here somewhere. I hate how it kind of has to tries to align to the coast. Or is it easier here? Or is it easier when we actually have some money? I mean, there are bus stops all over this area, so I'm not too worried about connections. Can we just maybe might be a little bit of terraforming. Oops, that is quite the cost. That's water very deep. Yeah, might require a bit of money and a bit less sinking the ocean straight down. And now we're in debt. Let's just wait a little bit so we can have some money. So yeah, straight into the action, more like, I don't actually know what it was. Right, we've got a lot of money now. Let's pause. So we're gonna get here. Get two. And where are we gonna send them from here? So Staines is an obvious one. And there's a thing of so essentially we've got Newcastle here. Probably going to want to go Newcastle to Newport, that's an obvious one. Newcastle to Sunderland, we'll probably do something along those lines. Well, I think also Bradley Stoke to Sunderland, Bradley Stoke to Staines or Solihull, Sunderland to Solihull. We're going to really get a network going here. So, let's get 4 terminals very easily, can't we? Yeah, it's not. I mean, it is a bit more expensive, but this doesn't take up any more space. Let's just send a road up to there. Connect to the bus route, which is the main thing, because, I mean, the train line stops there, but it's fine, because they can get onto a boat there. So, the next one we're going to build is in Sunderland. Just going to get through these couple of buildings here. That covers a decent portion of the area. Got Newcastle set up. It's got a big passenger dock, that one. No small ones, so that's going to go through to Sunderland. We're also, yeah, Newport is going to be our next one. In Newport is going to be difficult to, I mean, maybe we could go in like here somewhere. I'm sticking with smaller boats because I don't think we particularly need large ones for kind of these small hops. Right, Newport, I am going to stick that there. That could be actually clever. Try to get like one of these to connect it up. That's kind of clever, isn't it? Right, and then we'll have to do bus stops there. For now, I'm not sure we need to. Let's make them turn around up there for now. So Sunderland, I guess we could do a bit of a bus route like that, but it's gonna kind of have to go back on itself until they get a road across there. Right, kind of out of money a bit. So should we just press play again? We got Bradley Stoke. Okay, the expensive just come out, so, and we've just got a load of money back. So road depot down here somewhere. Just do it on the nice transition there, and then on by Sunderland. Where else was it? Where else were we going to? Newport down here. That's where we were going to. Which is actually not too far away from Colville, which has food. Which, I mean, how far would it be to try to send a ship down to Colville? It's not going to be ridiculously far, actually. Should we try to get something set up? Because that is a decent sized place, Colville. Or, no, I think it's a bit too much to try to get land transport across. Yeah, let's. Okay, so that's going to be part of our aim today. So let's get some more passenger vehicles. Okay, let's get. Oh yeah, the usual. We can't afford everything we want. So new line from there. We're gonna be nice to it. It can use either platform. Just a quick route through the town. It's not a very big place for now, but it picks some people up because that port connects to nothing. So that is our new port bus. Simple as. We're then going to do our other one, which is Sunderland. And yeah, we can get ferries around this whole area. So Sunderland, we're going to get. I'm going to get 2 in Sunderland. Reason being, we don't actually need the bus to get to most of the town from the ferry terminal. So that is Sunderland bus. Right, and then we'll want. For now, we're going to start with Stoke Sunderland. Is it going to go anywhere else? I mean, we can do like multi-stop routes. Yeah, I feel like for now that's going to stop there. Just simply Bradley, Stoke to Sunderland. Sunderland. Unless we want it to like, we could swing it round to Newport actually. Immediately after naming it, I'm going to change my mind. Yeah, swing it around to Newport. So each of those, Sunderland, the way back at Sunderland, it cannot use 1 as default, just to keep it varied, keep the passengers spread out. But yeah, immediately after I named it, it's now Bradley, Stoke to Newport. There we go. You can see all the little kind of ways they get into each of the docks. Anyway, yeah. So here is the shipyard. So you want a small boat. It wants 85 and faster, but it costs more. But I think we can afford it, so I mean, this is like quite a bit cheaper. You know what? I was about to buy that, and then yeah, expenses came out. But yeah, I think actually yeah, this one's just slightly better for now. Because quite frankly, it's cheaper, and I don't see a point where we're literally creating boat jams. Our lines are so full, so yeah, let's keep it at this. Once we've got the money, which kind of relies on something that makes us a lot of money coming in to drop off or whatever. If we've got any valuable cargo lines, which we do, or passenger lines even. But yeah, come on. It's got expensive now again. Come on, we're kind of depending on something making some money here. There we go. Pause. So that's our first ship line. There's then Newcastle up to Sunderland. Don't know, do we? I think we make Solihull be the port town of this area. We send a bus route that goes a couple of stops in Solihull to pick people up there and then goes into Staines. I think that's the way to do it. So we're going to do a Newcastle, Sunderland, Solihull, and then plenty of other routes around here as well once we've got the money. But for now, yeah, Newcastle to Newport, they can just change to Sunderland once we've got the route set up. So, yeah, that's how we're going to do it. And then, got our stuff up here as well, but yeah. Are we still using all these vehicles? Or are some of them empty? Yeah, see, it's Penrith Food. We're going to sell 10 vehicles. It's finally not full, but actually we've also got some diesel vehicles which are going to be like way better. But yeah, let's place our ferry port down wherever it was, Solihull. And we're going big with all of these just so we've got plenty of space. And it costs us more now, but we'll make the money back later, so we have the bus route starts here. It's going to stop here and here. I'm actually going to send it down this road to here and then back up and then around here. We'll do one last stop here just when the town expands out further. So I'm going to run down non-stop to the edge of Staines. And in Staines, this is actually going to do a circuit around. So it's going to stop there, 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 there. There's plenty of stops, but we want to make sure everything gets covered. And then, I guess here. Right, so we'll need a fair few vehicles. At the moment we can get one. Let's get one then just to set up the route. There. We go back to there, and then loop around Solihull. There we go. So that's Solihull to Staines bus. That'll do. Right. It's got one vehicle right now. My hope is we can make a bit more money, so that vehicle can get duplicated. Better. Right. Now we have that right. Solihull, Sunderland, Newcastle, back to Sunderland. Let's give it, I think it's 3 and 4 at Sunderland. It'll have by default. Yeah, Newcastle's not got as many platforms, but whatever. So for now, if they want to go different directions, they can just change in Sunderland. That's fine. So that's Newcastle to Solihull. I can't spell today. There we go. Right, we need a boat. Boaty McBoatface. And we've lost money again, right? If we can get this going, see, these routes should be fairly decently profitable. These boat routes, at least, once they get going. And of course, a lot of them will rely on connections with other lines. It will take them a little bit of time. They'll get going. How's the fuel doing? Newcastle fueled. One boat there, one boat there. Where? Wait, one there, one there. Oh, they're there. It's not worth getting a 5th boat, is it? Or is this one? No, that one's the best. I reckon, yeah, okay. Wait for money, wait for money. Expenses gone out, or whatever. And particularly given I think we can still be producing more fuel here. Yeah. These vehicles here. How? I'm not exactly sure how we got 50 vehicles running around a small town for cargo, but they currently carry 8. And does that laundry do anything better than previous vehicles? Yeah, maybe. Too late, we've already got some more passenger vehicles, but yeah, is it a problem of yeah, congestion? Oh yeah, because they tried to cross over each other there, yeah. Right, what I'm going to do is I can select all of those. Let's sell 5. Let's sell 5 more. Then let's get ready to replace with 1.8 million with the newer vehicles, which, I mean, don't carry anymore but are faster. But quite frankly, with the congestion in the centre of Staines, we can't really hold any more vehicles around here anyway, so yeah. There we go, that'll do. Hopefully that'll make things a little bit better. Yeah, you can see all the vehicles as well as personal vehicles everyone's got. But yeah, hopefully they're a bit faster now. Okay, so I did think maybe we could get an extra vehicle on here. Let's do that. So this is already like, yeah. Do we already upgrade these? I think we do actually. got the money. Where else could we do with upgrading cargo vehicles? I haven't looked at Colville in a while. That still seems to be doing good. 59-year-old vehicles. Are they 59 years old if it's only 1891? I don't know. But yeah, these are still the first era of vehicles, so yeah. 50 vehicles again we could be making more money if we replace them, but that would cost 3 million. So we shall wait for 3 million. Because yeah, I think the route can uphold more vehicles. It has a rate of 156, and these grain plants will try and send out 200 at least. It's food, yeah. Yeah, it's not. And there's a debate about whether we could sell 10. Which would also make it cheaper to replace all vehicles, because the number of vehicles in all vehicles will have decreased. So yeah, we only need about 1 million now, and now we've just had expenses going out, so we need more than 1 million. Yeah, you can see our earnings are still very high. So we're doing well, we just need a kind of push, a rapid influx of money at some point. Like one of our valuable routes dropping off. I mean, we're not too far away. But yeah, there are, yeah, now the expenses come out again. But there are some routes we have which, when they drop off, make a lot of money. So we just need one of those to drop off. Yeah, we're so close, so close. And now the expense has gone out again, but then the money's gone right back up again. So close, so close, so close. Got it. Right, that should make those more efficient. Could try to come round to here from Newport. The only problem is, like, the water doesn't connect very nicely. But yeah, I think we should try to get Colville connected. Mainly just because it's a bigger place than quite a lot of places on the map so far, and we're delivering cargo to it. So we can actually get it to connect up to this road as well, which is great. And we were about to be able to build it before we then had all our expenses coming out. Can make a fun sound by trying to place it. Right, there we go. Right, and then we're gonna start our Colville bus route from here. At this point, that road should be connected. It wasn't too difficult, was it? Right, goes round here, and round here, and then back round again. Good enough. Right, where's our depot here? I'd say 4 launderers. We're doing any laundry with these? Don't know. The first bus in the world to be used on whatever that route is. Sounds German. New line. So that's Colville bus. There we go. And then we'll get... trying to work out what to do with the boat line. I'm going to do this. I want... ooh, where am I? I want them to also be able to... I'm actually not going to do Newport. I'm just going to do that as a straight back and forth. Newcastle to Colville. And then this route here, roughly Stoke to Newport managed line. Newport's going to go down to Colville. We forgot to have the other one using all docks, and then back round again to Newport. Newport with it. Using a different one, let's put it on number 3, why not? Okay, so send them into Colville. So that's Bradley Stoke to Colville. Newcastle to Colville, let's manage it, so use all here. So they are connected, but we're going to get a more direct route from Newcastle in. For now, all the ship routes could change once we get more places set up. But yeah, another one of these. We can get... We can already afford it. That's quick. So that's... I'm getting stuff connected, but... Yeah, no, this boat does not seem to have any passengers on it right now. It's heading towards Sunderland where it might... Yeah, it's going to take a bit of time for passengers to get to these routes. Newcastle fuel, on the other hand, still got quite the demand. This bus route seems busy already. Again, another 5 more. Truck congestion has kind of died down a bit. I'm wondering whether we might actually go for more vehicles again. Do we dare do that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, where else could we get more vehicles? Yeah, this is where we could do with upgrading the vehicles, isn't it? For 2.387 million. Well, it keeps going up actually, because as the vehicles get older, as our vehicles currently on the lines get older, they become less valuable, and therefore replaces basically sell these, buy new ones. So we sell them for less and buy the new ones for the same. So it costs more to replace. Hopefully with newer vehicles we can move more stuff, make more money. There we go, yeah. We're waiting for some money. I don't know what kind of like biggest money makers are in terms of lines. Should get that running. Penrith is quite a bit bigger than it used to be. 463. Well, oh, okay, let's have a look at our statistics. So first off, biggest town. It is actually Penrith, followed by Staines. Penrith was at least one of the first towns to get both cargo and passengers. Staines has now got both. So yeah, Whitby, same thing with that. So let's check our range. First of all, do we want some new vehicles on this? 35. Gosh, that's going to be expensive. Let's check our lines. So what's like... Okay, some not very profitable. Newcastle fuel, I think they're all not yet dropped off. Most profitable. Newcastle food. Okay, interesting. We don't have any massively profitable lines, but I guess we're still working with quite small stuff. So I'm going to look to passenger lines or passenger train lines, see if they need any more trains, because I think some of them do. Yeah, so it's going to cost about 2 million for this replacement of vehicles, but it is worth it. We can't keep relying on horses and carts forever. But yeah, once we get to 2 million, which might take a little bit of time, but hopefully not too long, we can replace them. Yeah. It's not too much more money. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, replace. Right, let's have a look at train lines. So Newcastle to Whitby doesn't look too busy at this end, but as soon as you get like Faversham, a lot of people waiting. To the point where you're going, yeah, maybe a third train, unless we got anything much better. We're currently using, I think, these ones. You can go a bit faster, a bit more powerful, but the current carriages do that. But yeah, we have enough money to clone one. Let's keep it running because we are making money. Right. These Neston routes are always just going to be a bit like limited by the fact they're so short. Newcastle to Neston. seems a bit busy. Bradley Stoke, you see, all of them seem like they could do with more trains. Maybe. They're kind of borderline. So yeah. I feel like, you know, this is like really wanting more vehicles, I think, so. Or bigger vehicles, or more, basically more cargo being moved, so we could just keep up the thing of replacing cargo vehicles. We are making money, so that was doable, but yeah. I feel like, yeah, the route's not making money yet. New bus route, Penrith British delivery, yeah. And new boat routes, and Faversham fuel is never going to make money. That route is not the best, because it takes like a lot of fuel comes from here. It goes nowhere there, right? Do we get another vehicle on this? At this point, I might go to timetables mod, because I've got that. Newcastle fuel is somewhere. We're gonna try to bunch them a bit. Let's get them at least 5 minutes apart if they're about a 6-minute frequency. It's not like the entirety of it, but let's just space them out a little bit better. Right, loads of trucks getting stuck behind one bus stopping. And another bus there. It looks okay, to be honest. But yeah, producing more and more fuel. Sunderland. I think this route looks busier. Done anything silly with this route, have I? Yeah. No passengers. Okay, one is waiting for it there, none there. Yeah, that connects to there. This goes there, yeah. Weird. I might just also do a bit of a road here out front just to make sure it connects, but yeah. Let's do that, and then yeah, Newcastle connects, yeah. Bradley Stoke connects. Sunderland connects. Newport connects, yeah. And Colville connects to the bus route. Yeah. That's Newcastle to Colville with one on board, yeah. We just haven't really got going yet. But maybe we just need to give them more time. Okay, we have a lot of money now. Let's go for some train duplication. So we get another one on this route. It's a bit of a risk that, like, we get too many. Newcastle to Neston, that's now full. So well done, you win the prize of another train. Bradley Stoke to Bolton. I'm not sure if that is. Where is that right now? It's leaving there with 43. Ooh. You know what, I'm going to preempt it. No, we don't actually have enough money anyway, because I reckon they're probably about 2 million. I was going to say, I think they probably does have what's required, but yeah. You know what, let's leave it. What does Newcastle food? It's just the grain route need any extra more being moved. Yes, it absolutely does. That is actually quite an early train. We could upgrade it. We haven't got any more new carriages yet, so we could just upgrade to this one. Go to a 90 capacity. It's a bit faster as well. That's now got 50 fuel, so maybe the fuel train will make money now. Okay, then food going back. Starts with more food going back, but yeah, no, that's also one of those with 60. Let's replace it with one of these with more than 60 capacity. 90 maybe? Yeah, that's expensive. Is it cheaper? I wonder, just to replace the locomotives and then add more carriages. Let's test this theory. Look, are we replacing carriages? Which is replacing carriages driving up the cost? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, we saved 2 million by like not replacing all the carriages, just adding on more. Yeah, that's a good idea to just not replace them, then just add on more. So we are waiting for still 3 million, which is quite a bit of money. It's hopefully an achievable amount of money. Meanwhile, we can watch one train having to wait for another train. In fact, it's this one, right up here. But yeah, at the moment, every train on our railway lines is capped at 31 miles an hour, which is fine. You don't want some trains able to go much faster than others, because then they just catch up to each other and it all gets annoying. There we go. Replace those. So hopefully a third train on there will make a difference. Just a Bolton. Okay then. You can have an extra train once I've got the money. I do find this kind of 60 capacity works quite well, so yeah. If we sold everything, it would be so yeah, we're looking at least 1.5 million, quite possibly 2 million for a new train. But given that everyone's got more destinations to go to now, got these ferry lines set up from Bradley, Stoke and Newcastle, particularly if Bradley Stoke's connected, then we can actually get more, we might see more demand going down there compared to, and then we've got, yeah, so you've got 3 connections. You've got Whitby onto this area, we've got Bradley Stoke to this side and Newcastle this side as well. In fact, Bradley Stoke to Newcastle is probably quicker by boat changing in Sunderland than it is by train via Bolton. Oh, I think we might have almost had enough money there. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, expensive gone out, great. Come on, come on, come on. We are making money, we're just essentially not making it quick enough for my impatient needs. Oh god, that was quite a bit of more money than I was expecting. Right, and anything more? Okay, this line does feel like it's getting busier now. This line is not full. Yeah, this one I might get ready to clone the train. Okay, let's just... yeah, it's going to be a bit of a wait. Meanwhile, we can watch trains going in and out of Bolton, which is so fun. I think why does this train have to wait? It has to wait because it's actually not... I think it's... is it stopping here or is it going through? Yeah, it's going through onto its line. Obviously more trains might mean more congestion on our railway lines, but I don't think that's an issue quite yet. This train is... okay, so this train is really now starting to struggle with speed. Okay. Let's not take it beyond 90 then. I expect that train might have had to stop, and then when it was speeding up it took a while. Yeah. Faversham fuel might have to wait for this. Yeah, this grain train is taking its time, but it is slowly getting up to speed. Maybe we could just get signals a bit closer together if trains feel like they're a bit kind of keep getting caught up behind each other. And we can get another set of signals here, but yeah, we've got quite a bit more money suddenly. And spam the clone button. Oh, expenses got paid. Great. But we're close, there we go. let's have a look at where we could get more signals in. So we're going for one-way signals. Let's go for there. Go for more there. We can do one there, can't we? As well. Do one there. Could do one there. Because our trains also aren't that long. Okay. And then this bit here, particularly this core bit, but even into Bolton. Yeah, let's do that. So yeah, hopefully. This train is still with the old locomotives as well. Let's replace this, just so it's as fast as the others. Because yeah, like I said, we're all at 31 miles an hour now. So, it'd be a shame for one train to be slowing the others down. That's stopping. That's now passing through quickly, but yeah, as you can see, these two trains will probably run quite close together. This one's only right behind this one. It's gonna, the moment it can get up to there, but now it can get up to there. So yeah, they can. The more signals you have, the close together trains can run. The train is not very busy, but possibly. No, it's not right behind another one. It will get much busier at Faversham anyway. And yeah, we've got plenty of people waiting here. So we just have to wait for more trains to get here. This train is not very busy, but okay. That's fine. Let's see if there's any sign of life on our ferry lines. This route still seems... I don't know, it just... something doesn't quite feel right. I mean, it's set up to have passengers clearly, but... Newport doesn't have any, yeah. So yeah, it does connect there with buses running, but no one wants to travel. It's just kind of weird that no one wants to travel. Colville. Yes, to Newcastle they want to go, but not, well, one person, but none on this route, yeah. It does all feel just a bit strange. See, this route is doing alright. But yeah, it's just that brown route. It's not to do with, like, the ferry is the correct type. You can even see it has passenger there. Nothing's messed up about it, I'm fairly certain. So yeah, one person wants to go towards Newport. Yeah, mate. It feels like, okay, maybe it might just be a bit like not quite the best route, except no one's using it. Just make me slightly suspicious, but yeah. Ascended Edge connects to the bus line runs around. There's a few people. Yeah, hopefully these will be getting a bit more unbunched now, these ferries, but yeah, still we've got a lot of demand on this route. Or maybe we're moving more stuff around here. Yeah, I think we are. So yeah, this route, 52 people waiting at Solihull now. The other route, one person waiting on the entire route. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that route, but okay. Anyway, I think we will leave it for here, because we have done some decent expansions in terms of ferry lines. We've got some that work, some that might not actually work, like this one. But hopefully it will start moving people, and we can send passengers to more places. We probably might want to start doing a bus route around some of the towns that don't have one right now, because they are growing. Size still Penrith bigger. Staines is catching up though. It's really catching up. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.